A few days ago, the couple was brutally murdered in their home by gang members. Socialites, friends, and relatives all wept over their tragic fate. Yet for some reason, when Danny took the stage to speak, he seemed unusually relaxed. He even played cheerful music at the memorial service, leaving everyone deeply confused. The truth was that Katie was obsessively in love with James. Even though James constantly cheated, she chose to torture herself rather than divorce him. Jack and Danny believed killing the couple was the only way to free Katie. Danny had once been expelled from college for plagiarism, and James's insults toward him were beyond cruel. When Jack finally found a girlfriend, Katie dismissed the relationship outright, claiming her family wasn't good enough. She even ripped off Jack's wig. That was when Danny discovered the truth. 4 years earlier, James had forced Jack to undergo a procedure to insert screws in his skull so he could wear a magnetic wig. For the first time, Danny saw his older brother, his protector, broken and helpless, and he realized how truly vicious James and Katie were. After watching a certain movie, the brothers used fake IDs to buy 2 shotguns at a gun shop outside town. On the drive back, the brothers felt rare relief. It was a Sunday, and they had already arranged to meet friends at a local diner. They parked outside, took deep breaths to steady their nerves, and made sure no one was near the mansion. Then they grabbed the shotguns. Everything went exactly as planned. They picked up the spent shells, wiped away the blood on themselves, and buried the weapons on a nearby hillside. They had planned to buy movie tickets for a 9:50 p.m. showing, but by the time they arrived, it was already 10:40, and tickets could no longer be sold after the first 15 minutes of a film. Instead, they went straight to the diner. Their friends had already left, but the brothers deliberately shouted and made a scene to draw attention, pretending they had been there all along. They even told the waitress they'd been sitting there for 4 hours. It wasn't until late that night that the brothers went home and called the police to report the murders. Jack later sought therapy, not because he wanted to confess, but because he needed reassurance that the nightmares weren't his fault. The psychologist needed to hear from Danny as well, so he asked him to come in. On his way to the appointment, Danny suffered hallucinations, the dead couple glaring at him with hatred. Like Jack, he was tormented by endless nightmares.